this is my thoughts on it. The connection of the mast there is short. It's just like a butt joint with 4 steel straps, 10mm by 65mm by say 450, and they're all bolted through bolted with nuts and bolts of about M12 diameter, and there's 4 of them in each steel plate. The post itself looks pretty weathered but reasonably solid, apart from that butt joint in the middle. The weather vane itself, I'd imagine, weighs about maybe 50 kilos, if that, 45-50 kilos. It's hollow steel, like a hollow steel bird on the top, and looks to be fixed with a pin and a collar. The lead work a bit further down has got a poor connection to the post itself. It's not really keeping the water out, and there's this lead hood, as you can see from the other photos. Underneath you've got the bottom of the post, which is approximately 300mm diameter and is octagonal, and that holds a bell. You've got 4 of these ribs coming up to a central point, and they seem to be tenon into the bottom of the post reasonably well. And I think half of the strength for this is the weight of the bell, which holds the post upright. So it's pushing down on these on this cross beam here. And the cross beam looks quite intact. All these are solid. All these, the connections are reasonably good, but not great. And on this one, which is facing towards this house over there, you've got this repair on the splice, which has been glued and bolted. Yeah?
No, south.
And you've got this glue in here, which is coming away now, so that is slipping really, but not coming away. Cross beams, and this is facing towards the post box in the shop. This one is rotten. Connections are on steel braces there. This one here is quite good. This one here is rotten. That's the one facing over towards the tennis courts over there. This one's rotten. This one, which is facing towards this barn over there. This one's all good and solid, and the base below feels quite good. It's under a lot of pressure, feels quite good, but it's acting well, you know, working as a square on a unit. I'm just going to drop down and have a look at the base. There's 2 steel brackets, and they go through into the masonry either side. There. And that was holding it, I think. It looks to be yeah, quite a substantial steel bracket. And then the feet they're just on a steel shoe. They're just on a steel shoe on the roof. Lead roof. There's an awful lot of debris up here. Could do a clean out, but it's not really affecting the structure. These, like I say, these been repaired, and they're all on a nice steel plate there. I'm not sure how they're fixed, but I think they might just be resting down with the shear weight and onto these, to be honest. I'll have a look from underneath. And there's a few repairs. There's a splice repair on that corner. A little shim put in the back of that one, nailed in. A double bolt there. These are all facing towards that pink house over the back there. The shop is that way and the post box is that way. And yeah, but they all seem quite good. This is the main. That's a bit loose and there's tenon. Poor fix in there. No fix in there on that one. See that? This one is completely shot right on above, and that one's good. That one's not so good. That one's rocking in the joints, and underneath some sort of peg tenon going into these at diagonal, and these steel clasps. Just my first thought, if you want to keep this, is maybe run a steel down the back here, across here, underneath, down to the bottom, and that will give it a steel shape which you can lock it into place with, and it will still allow it to bow and move about. The weather vane, I think it needs to come down, to be honest, and I'm not incredibly impressed with this way this just connects with 4 tenons, you know, with that height being so high like that. I think you got too much twist on the joints there myself, but seems to be doing quite well. And pretty straightforward to club that down. I could get this down without scaffolding. I can do that. Erecting it, again, would have to be a bit more thought into it, because it's going to be destructive taking that down. And I would suggest maybe having an octagonal spline, maybe in 4 halves, and then you could lap it and splice it, build it on the way up there, or you could in fact build a gantry with a hole in the middle and draw this up that way, but it'd have to be connected and with a socket as it gets up there. So I could get this down, but erecting it would need quite a bit of thought and a plan for the erection of it, but we can get this up and down. We'll repair it.